The Children's Hospital Foundation raises funds for the Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU and the 62,000 children it serves each year. Today, we're joined by Nan Boyd, Senior Board Member of the Children's Hospital Foundation and best-selling author Robyn O'Brien, to tell us about Words and Wisdom, a fundraising event that the Children's Hospital of Richmond is hosting on October 8th. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
We are so excited to hear that your event, originally scheduled back in the spring, has been rescheduled for the fall, and that all of the wonder of this event is coming to us this October. So first, we have to start with the cause. Nan, tell us about the Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU and the foundation and how you continue to serve the community.
Well, this is an amazing red letter year for the Children's Hospital and the foundation because we are 100 years old this year. So the event that we're having with Robyn and the Words and Wisdom event is perfect for celebrating our 100th year anniversary. The Children's Hospital is building a brand new tower, Children's Hospital, taking up an entire city block of downtown Richmond. And it should open the spring of 2023. It's going to be a fantastic facility. And this hospital provides everything from primary care to emergency medicine to bone marrow transplants to heart surgery to genetic diseases for children and their families. And in fact, the hospital has just received 4 rankings, top rankings this year from the U.S. News and World Report in 4 different specific areas that we do for the children.
Absolutely. 100 years. That's no small time frame. You've seen so many changes. You've seen so many families that needed your support. And now you do things like this fundraising event to be able to support them in the best ways possible. So tell us about the event on October 8th and what we can expect.
It's called Words and Wisdom, and this is our 3rd year doing this fundraising event. It's the primary fundraiser that the senior board does. And we always try to select a stellar author and presenter like Robyn. And thank goodness we could work out a virtual event that's going to occur on the 8th. With Robyn on October 8th because April we had to cancel that. But we're looking forward to this virtual event. It has unlimited participation, which is a real plus for this. Anybody all over the country or the world could participate and hear Robyn present. So we're tickled to death. It starts at 7 o'clock. And you can buy tickets online, and I'll give you a little more details towards the end of this so that everybody can get their tickets.
Absolutely. And there are going to be some incredible conversations had by the wonderful, the talented, best-selling author, Robyn O'Brien, who is the author of the best-selling book, The Unhealthy Truth. Now, Robyn, this is a really important subject matter as we think about every single family and the way we eat and the way that it affects us overall. So tell us about the book and what you're excited to talk about.
Well, it's such an honor to be part of this event, especially for the 100th anniversary and especially in Virginia. And I wish I could be there in person because I went to school at Washington and Lee. I have a daughter at school at Washington and Lee. I have so many friends in Richmond, but like Nan touched on, we're opening this wide open to people who can attend from around the country and around the world. But the issue is so incredibly important. And, you know, we know today, 21st century families, like we're dealing with all kinds of things we weren't dealing with 30 years ago. And we've got escalating rates of food allergies and escalating rates of diabetes or autism, obesity, pediatric cancer. It is so much. And so there's not going to be any kind of magic bullet, one size fits all, But if we can start to take control and make simple swaps and little choices and learn more about the food that we're feeding our families and the food that we're growing. And in Virginia, you guys have got absolutely phenomenal farmers out there too, who are making these transitions to foods and crops that we really want to feed our families. It's an incredible opportunity. I mean, the rates of food allergies have increased 265% in a 10-year period. Pediatric cancer is now the leading cause of death by disease in children under the age of 15. We know that the escalating rates of diabetes are impacting our kids regardless of demographic. And so the work that the Children's Hospital is doing is so incredibly important. And when Nan was talking about like they're going to take over a whole city block, there's part of me that just hurts because it's like it really has gotten to a place where our kids need this kind of support. I cannot imagine supporting an initiative more important than this one.
So, Robyn, you've also, just as a quick bit, you have been featured by Forbes as a member of their Impact 50 list. What does it mean to be recognized in this way right now?
Well, we are just so excited. So my team at Replant Capital, all of us were recognized. It happens to be my face in there. My entire career has been in food and agriculture, really looking at this food system that we inherited from the 20th century and saying, how can we make this better for all of us? How can we make clean and safe food affordable and accessible for all of us? Because it can't just be this lifestyle, the rich and famous thing. That just flat out doesn't work. And what we are learning is that cheap food can come with a really expensive medical bill. So how do we get at that right at that very first place? Because if you think about it, food is medicine. We know this. And sometimes it gets pretty paralyzing and it can be really intimidating. And, my goal is to really break that down. And I totally get it. I grew up in Texas. I'm a mom of 4. I get it. I don't want anybody telling me what to do. But there are so many simple, sweet little tweaks and steps that we can do and make that really can help make a big difference. And as we do that collectively together, it starts to add up, because what we are seeing is that the retailers, all of our local grocery stores, they're responding. They're seeing what we want. They're responding to this need. And as they do that, the farmers are responding too. And so as we begin to make this shift, the ripple effect is so great. And like you touched on, we need support from all sides. And the work that the Children's Hospital is doing to support families, especially families with food allergies, when a child has that sudden life-threatening allergic reaction and that family is flying into the ER, as they build out their ER capability and capacity, it's so critically important. So the work is just so important.
Well, thank you, ladies, for being with us, for making sure that we know how to get involved. Robyn, for the incredible work that you do in trying to make sure we can all be a little bit healthier in choosing our foods and just understanding the entire food cycle. We appreciate it. We look forward to being with you for Words and Wisdom on October 8th. And thank you once again.
Bye. Thank you for having us.
For those of you who are interested in learning more about Words and Wisdom, we encourage you to go to our website at wtvr.com/VTM.
Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU and the Children's Hospital Foundation present Words and Wisdom featuring Robyn O'Brien. This virtual event is coming up Thursday, October 8th, beginning at 7 p.m. For all the information, follow that link that we shared. It'll be available later today, wtvr.com/VTM. Andreas, Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU is an amazing resource here in the community. And what they shared is just such a much needed bit of information and support at such a critical time when that comes into play.
Absolutely. It was so nice speaking with Nan and also with Robyn, just to understand their overall perspectives on what the hospital does and how amazing all of the staff and the facilities are, and the growth that they've had, just to make sure that families are well supported. So it was beautiful, and I look forward to Words and Wisdom.
Absolutely. A great resource here in the community. Proud to have it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.